Mark Donica here for AfterBuzz TV at RTX 2015, here with the lead of X-Ray and Vav, one of their animated series, Ray Narvaez Jr. To get started, how was Awesome Games Done Quick?
Awesome Games Done Quick was great. Summer Games Done Quick was also great. That was the one that... Are you referring to the one that just happened? Summer Games Done Quick, yeah. That was a blast. I always have fun at those charity events. That's like one of the 2 times per year I get to see some friends, because obviously they live wherever and they can't afford all the conventions. And I'm just really into speedruns, so it's like a perfect mix of seeing my friends and being entertained for like a week straight. So, you know, and it's all for a good cause. It was for the... It's for Doctors Without Borders, and they raised, I believe...
It was over $1 million, right?
Yeah, I think it was like $1.2 million, somewhere around there. So they did a very good job, and I had a blast, and I can't wait for Awesome Games Done Quick in January.
Did you see the Tetris run?
I did see the Tetris run. I was there.
Any plans of training to be a Tetris Grandmaster?
God, no. I know Kevin DDR and that group have spent years and years and years playing that game, and I'll just play Tetris DS. It's fine. It's more casual. Perfect for me.
Good enough, more your speed. So X-Ray and Vav is founded on a lot of the in-jokes during your time at Achievement Hunter. Do you think the show is accessible to those who didn't necessarily see that content?
I mean, yeah, I think they can enjoy it, but there's definitely... I don't think they'll enjoy it as much, because there's a lot of in-jokes and, you know, stuff from videos, and even some of the newer audience might not know, because they go back like years. I mean, the show itself is based around a Halo 4 Terminals collectible guide, and that game came out like 3 years ago. So even just going in, they're like, who are these characters? I don't even know, but hopefully, you know, they still enjoy the humor and all that stuff. But I would say they can enjoy it, but if people are like super fans, I think they'll enjoy it like a notch more.
So you're very much want people to take that extra step.
Yeah, yes. If they want to go through the backlog, they absolutely can. But I'm sure people have, because our audience is super committed to stuff like this. Put together like videos that link like who's like Mogar, where did Mogar first originate from? This video. Where's X-Ray and Vav from? This video. So stuff like that, I'm sure you can find a cheat sheet out there.
Yeah, right, makes sense. What was your transition like from just being a dude who played video games to just a voice actor?
It was weird. I know, you know, the writers do a great job, and essentially the character is me, which makes it easy because I don't really have to act as much, because just me being me, and it's a lot of the lines I would say in a Let's Play. But the thing that I find the most difficult is inflection, like responding to responding to something a character would say, but obviously they're not saying it to you in the booth. So it's very, very hard. And doing that gives me a lot more respect for the people who do it, and the people who do it for like multiple voices. I mean, people like, you know, Nolan North and Tara Strong, and I always forget his name, the guy who does Joel and The Last of Us. Yeah, God.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, yes. He's in like everything. So those people are so talented that they can do, you know, all these different voices so well, and then kind of like, I guess, remember the voices. I mean, when you rack up like 50, 60 voices, I'm sure there's some kind of spillover, but then like, oh no, I'm doing this wrong, I gotta do this guy. But I enjoy doing it. Would I ever take it further than X-Ray and Vav? Probably not. No. But I just, you know, I love the series, and I want to do it as long as, you know, they want to make it.
Well, you say you don't want to pursue it, but is there any character, anime, regular cartoon, past or present, that you would, so like if it already existed, you would replace their voice? Is there any character? So like a Weevil Underwood, or...
Yeah, I guess it'd be pretty cool to be maybe like one of the over-exaggerated like background characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's there for like one episode who gets defeated off screen.
Like Duke Devlin or something?
Yeah, like something like that. I think that would be cool, because that's just so over the top, where you can just be wacky with it. I think that would be a lot of fun.
One of our fan questions was, do you think we'll be seeing the nefarious Mr. Diddles as an enemy on X-Ray and Vav? Follow-up question, this one was my inclusion. Are you tired of that joke yet?
No, I think Mr. Diddles is one of my favorites, because, I mean, the creation of Mr. Diddles was we were filming the WWE 2K14 Let's Play, and everybody had their characters created, and there was like 10 minutes left before we filmed. I think we were waiting for somebody to come back from lunch, and I'm like, I have nothing. I literally have nothing. It's a blank slate. I don't even have a name. So I just like went down, and I'm like, plastic bag, sure, metal, okay. And I just like slowly developed a story in my head. And then when he came out, I'm like, this is Mr. Diddles, the champion of diddling, but he's ashamed of it because the bag. And it was just kind of like this thing that was this on the spot, and it just kind of like, I guess, worked because people seem to love it. As far as he being included in X-Ray and Vav, I don't know. That's up to them. Like people think I know the whole the whole thing as it spanned out, but I only know what's in front of me. Like sometimes we'll do table reads, but even that's like an episode or two ahead. So I don't know if like he'll show up in like the final episode or something. It would be kind of cool.
He's the one behind it all.
He is the one behind it all. The masked, shirtless towel man.
The ultimate villain.
Yeah.
Because the show, as we mentioned, is a love letter to all things Achievement Hunter. Once the show started going into production, was there ever any sort of a pressure to like, maybe I should try to create a character, maybe I should try to make a joke that we can carry over?
No, I mean, John Reisinger, when I still worked there, he was like, hey, to Achievement Hunter as a whole, he's like, can you guys just say funny shit so I can put it on a shirt? We're like, John, please, you can't be pressured into this, because, you know, a lot of the dumb stuff we would say would end up on shirts, and, you know, the shirts would do very well. But as far as the show, no, I mean, you know, I guess they had enough material there to do whatever they want with it, and then if anything came, you know, if anything came while they were writing after that, they can be like, I guess we can add this in or something like that. So no,
like the obsession with Waluigi. Or?
Yeah. So so there was really no pressure. So I mean, the writers do a great job as it is, and we don't, you know, I didn't feel pressure to like I need to put on, you know, I need to make a character for an episode or something.
That's good. Is there any joke or reference that you've made during your time at Achievement Hunter that you're like, oh, I really hope they make something out of this? And in the same vein, is there something that you hope they never touch?
It's kind of one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, even toward the end of my time there, it was just like, John's gonna make that a shirt, or don't make that a shirt was our joke. But at the same time, I know like if the shirts got made, they sold very well. So it was always kind of humbling to be like, what I said there was incredibly stupid, but it was put on a shirt and people bought it and love it. So, I mean, I guess the only thing really that would have been bad that they didn't make was probably the Just Blaze thing, because it was kind of like, you know, said it as a joke, and it went on for so long, and I don't want like kids wearing like a Just Blaze shirt. I'm like, oh God, I'm so sorry. But that was probably the only one that I think would have been bad if they made it, but thankfully, you know, they're not idiots. They didn't make it. That's
good. You've been getting a lot of traction on Twitch. You're wearing your own merchandise, which you can. Is that shirt still available, or was that one of the limited ones?
This was one of the limited ones because Twitch just goes through Teespring, and you can set your campaign as long as you want. So what I did is I put it out there for 2 weeks. People bought it, and then after that, I did a pullover, sweatshirt, and then like a zip up hoodie thing, and those are on sale for like a week. And by doing that, I increased demand, and people are like, oh man, we could put the shirts back on sale. So I'll probably put them out on sale again toward the end of September, maybe for like the fall and stuff. But I mean, they sold very well. People seem to like it. I like the simplistic design. The only thing, but I kind of did this to myself. With the name Brown Man, obviously it's got to be brown. Brown doesn't look good on a lot of colors, so I'm looking at the shirt selection. I'm like, black, cool, gray, cool, light gray, maybe, red, no, green, no. And then went down a list. I'm like, guess it's only gonna be out in 3 colors.
You could also use brown as a highlight.
That's true. It's very, very true. Definitely stuff to look into with the new campaign. But yeah, so these will be back on sale in the fall, and they don't sell out because they're made to order. Yeah. So, you know, as long as you buy it anytime within that 2-week period, you'll be good.
Okay. What recently you did the Yu-Gi-Oh stream was a pretty big highlight. What goals do you have? Any goals for your Twitch stream?
Obviously, you wanna grow your channel as much as possible, but I'm pretty happy where I'm at right now. So as long as I can maintain where I'm at, that's literally the goal. I can live comfortably off of that, and you know I can support you know in case of an emergency, I can support my family, I can support Tina and stuff like that. And something going back to Yu-Gi-Oh, I talked to Tina about it. I'm like, man, this game's a lot of fun. This is for my youth. Maybe I'll stream it. And I'm like, nobody will watch it. And she's like, people are gonna watch that because it's like nostalgic for a lot of people. Yeah. First time I play it, I mean, I think it capped out at like 12,000 people, and it's bizarre to me. Somebody actually took a picture of the Twitch game section, because the Twitch game section is always like League of Legends, Dota, like the big MOBAs and FPSs. And then I think it was 4th or 5th. It was like League of Legends, maybe Hearthstone, something else, and it was like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm like, we've made it! So it was crazy to me. And since then, I've been playing it a lot, and it's been getting a lot of viewers. And you know, I have a lot of fun with it because it's obviously from my childhood, and people are very nostalgic over it. But yeah, I'm happy where I'm at streaming. Obviously, some games will bring more viewers if it's a bigger game, or in this case, a nostalgic game. Yeah. But even if I play like an indie game or some game nobody's heard of, you know, I have a good core of like 1,500, maybe 2,000 people who will watch whatever, who just enjoy hanging out, which is what I love. I love the chat interaction and being able to be like, excuse me, I'm gonna play this game that no one's ever heard of but me, because I'm just playing it for an achievement or for achievements. People are like, Yeah, okay, we'll hang out, whatever. And it's just cool, especially if you're doing something that's very tedious or grinding in something. It's nice to just be able to like talk to chat to take your attention off of it, and that's what I love about streaming.
And so you found that it's a little bit more rewarding having that direct link to people. Okay.
Because with YouTube, obviously you can talk in the comments section, but it's like a cesspool.
Yeah.
Obviously there's good people in there, but it gets drowned out, and there's never like a live interaction. You record the video, you edit it down, you put it out, and then you go that way. With streaming, it's live. So if some people can't make it out to events like this, some fans can make it out. They're like, I live in so and so, and people are like, I said hi and you said hi back, and that was like the highlight for me, because that's the closest I'm gonna get to interacting with you, and that's always like humbling that someone would be that excited to for me to respond to them. So that's and people like having the streams up for whether they're doing homework or they have to study for a test. They just like having it as background noise. And when things like YouTube, obviously TV, radio, all these other mediums exist, it's like you want to have me on in the background. That's pretty cool. Once again, very humbling. I'm saying that a lot, but that's this whole thing with Rooster Teeth and now streaming. It's just very humbling that people just kind of want to hang out and just watch you play games and all that stuff.
Everybody's been really excited that you've chosen this new venture, and everybody seems really supportive. A lot of people want to know, including a lot of our viewers want to know, when's the next time they're going to see you on the Let's Play channel? Is essentially what everybody wants to know. I'm sure you get that a lot.
I go there. I mean, I obviously have to go there to record lines. I go there like once a month, maybe twice a month. It's really up to what the Achievement Hunter guys are doing. I know they just moved offices, but the one time I was there, I mean, I was recording for a couple hours, and by the time I got out, they were just kind of like spent because they had a busy day. They spilled like a whole bunch of shows. I think they had a couple Let's Plays, and at that time it was the end of the day also, so they're kind of just like taking a breather. So I'm not going to go in there and be like, hey guys, let's film a Let's Play. It's really up to them, because I'm open to whatever, as long as I'm not wasting any time for recording and I'm not interrupting them. So it could definitely happen, but nothing is like officially scheduled. It's kind of just like
it's still just super casual.
It's kind of like, hey, I'm here. If you want to record something, I got time.
Okay. All right, so last question. Is there anything, we're going to be starting an after show for X-Ray and Vav on August 17th. Is there anything that you want to tell your fans, our fans, in order to sort of hook them in for the mid-season finale?
All right, so Saturday morning cartoons aren't really a thing anymore, unfortunately. This is the closest thing you're going to get to a Saturday morning cartoon. It's released on Saturday morning if you are a sponsor on the site, so be sure to sponsor if you want to watch that. It's great animation, mediocre voice acting, and a lot of good jokes. I think you'll have a good time with it. So also check out Season 1. It's not too long. This season is definitely much longer, but if you want to get caught up, there's like, I believe it's four episodes of Season 1, and then right now the mid-season finale will be 5, so only 9 episodes. They're very, very short, maybe like 10 minutes, if that. So you can marathon it if you want. Hopefully you enjoyed. If not, I'm very, very sorry. I apologize personally.
And then tell everybody where they can find you online.
If you want to find me online, you go to twitch.tv/brownman. I stream 5 days a week. I'm a variety streamer, so that means I'll play pretty much whatever I feel like playing that day. And then if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's twitter.com/Ray Narvaez Jr., my full name.
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good rest of your con.
Take care.
Take care, guys.